Africa is about to build one of the biggest energy projects in its history.
Morocco government and Nigeria are actually building something, and if they finish this thing, two countries will be like the biggest nations in the world.
Morocco and Nigeria are starting the construction of a natural gas pipeline on the coast of Africa. The pipeline is expected to be over 3,000 miles and connect countries like Nigeria, Benin, Togo, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, Senegal, Gambia, Mauritania, and Morocco. The price of the project is $25 billion, and it is going to cover the energy needs of over 400 million people across the West African coast. The pipeline is also going to export natural gas and hydrogen to Europe over time.
For almost 10 years, it was just an idea. Today, it is closer than it has ever been. But this project is not just about gas. It could change how Africa power its industries, trades with itself, and connect to the rest of the world. So, why is everyone paying attention? For decades, Africa has followed a familiar pattern. Extract the resources, ship them overseas, then buy back finished product at much higher price. Oil, gas, minerals, the value was created somewhere else. This pipeline is trying to change part of that story. Instead of sending Nigerian gas straight out of the continent, the idea is to move it across Africa first, then continue north through Morocco before connecting to Europe. If this works, this won't just move gas, it could move opportunity across the entire region. So what exactly is being built?
For one of Africa's largest energy infrastructure projects, first proposed a decade ago by Morocco's King Mohammed VI and Nigeria's leadership, the pipeline is designed to strengthen energy connectivity across West Africa while creating a new export route for natural gas. The planned pipeline will stretch approximately 6,900 kilometers along a hybrid offshore and onshore route, making it one of the longest gas pipelines in the world. With an estimated cost of $25 billion, the project aims to transport up to 30 billion cubic meters of natural gas.
The Nigeria-Morocco Atlantic Gas Pipeline will start in southern Nigeria. From there, it will follow Africa's Atlantic coastline, passing through Benin, Togo, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Guinea-Bissau, the Gambia, Senegal, Mauritania, and Morocco. Finally, it will connect to Spain through Morocco's existing gas infrastructure. When completed, it will become one of the longest offshore gas pipelines in the world. And that's what makes this project so ambitious.
According to project developers, around 15 billion cubic meters of that capacity will be supplied to Moroccan and European markets through the existing gas connection between Morocco and Spain. The project has already completed its feasibility and front-end engineering design studies, bringing it closer to the implementation stage now.
So, one question comes up almost immediately. Why Morocco? Why not stop someone else? The answer is simple. Morocco already has gas connection Europe to Spain, and that makes it the bridge between African energy and European market. Nigeria has the gas and Morocco provides the gateway. Together they create a route that doesn't exist today.
يحظى بدعم منطقة الغرب الإفريقي بأكملها، فالمشروع الطاقي الكبير لا يضخ الغاز فقط في أنابيب، بل يرسم معالم تكامل وتعاون اقتصادي استراتيجي بين المغرب وعمقه الإفريقي. في سيراليون، قمة رؤساء دول وحكومات البلدان الأعضاء في المجموعة الاقتصادية لدول غرب إفريقيا سيدياو، قمة احتضنت مراسم التوقيع على الاتفاق الحكومي الدولي الخاص بتطوير أنبوب الغاز الإفريقي الأطلسي نيجيريا المغرب، المشروع العابر للحدود الوطنية والممتد على 6800 كيلومتر، توقيع تنضم بموجبه دول غرب إفريقيا إلى المشروع الكبير الذي أطلقه جلالة الملك محمد السادس والرئيس النيجيري الراحل محمد بوخاري. ويواصل الرئيس الحالي بولا أحمد تينوبو دعمه المتجدد له. التوقيع يمهد لمرحلة إحداث شركة المشروع ومقرها الدار البيضاء، وإنشاء الهيئة العليا لخط أنبوب الغاز ومقرها أبوجا، ثم تعبئة المستثمرين والإعداد لاتخاذ قرار الاستثمار النهائي. المشروع يستهدف خلق سوق إقليمية مندمجة للغاز الطبيعي في غرب إفريقيا، ودعم إنتاج الكهرباء والتصنيع وتثمين الموارد الطبيعية للقارة. الدراسات التقنية والبيئية والهندسية الرئيسية للمشروع اكتملت، ما يعني دخوله مرحلة التطوير العملياتي. قمة سيراليون تؤكد البعد الإفريقي للمبادرة وانصهارها في قلب سياسات التكامل بالقارة.
So why Nigeria? Nigeria is not just Africa's largest economy, it's also home to some of the continent's biggest natural gas reserves. For years, much of that potential has remained underused. This pipeline gives Nigeria another way to turn those reserves into long-term economic value. But there's another reason this matters.
Looking at what we have done in the past with West African gas pipeline, which ensure energy security for at least 3 countries, that is Benin, Togo, and Ghana. So this is what we'll further do. The AGP, will further ensure energy security for the entire, West African countries, and then Senegal also will have the opportunity, and Mauritania, to commercialize their resources. And then, of course, the destination will be Morocco, and then also further down to the Europe. So, and I think it's further really ensure, the West African countries, and then also the Morocco continue to be relevant, in the global energy space.
So, but why Europe? At first, this sounds like a project built for Europe. Europe is the final destination, Africa is the first priority. Many countries along this route still struggle with reliable energy. Some depend on expensive imported fuels. Access to natural gas could support electricity generation, manufacturing and industrial growth long before the pipeline reaches Europe. Europe simply becomes another market at the end of the journey. This is probably the part that interests me the most. For years, people have talked about African integration, a single market, more trade, better connection between countries, and this is one of the biggest real-world examples of that idea. 13 countries, one shared project, one shared piece of infrastructure. When this succeeds, the benefit won't stop with energy. Transport, industry, investment, jobs, and regional cooperation, everything became part of the conversations.
But I must also inform you that we are following this issue with keen interest. I believe that Africa should speak with one voice. Of course, before ECOWAS, our forefathers were in the OAU, and the OAU was in existence. If the head of state have seen the need, even though we're in the OAU, to decide to create ECOWAS, it's because they wanted us to be able to have to be able to speak with one voice. In Europe, in the European Union specifically, you will see that the Europeans are working together in order to dominate the world.
Of course, none of this is guaranteed yet. The project is expected to cost around $25 billion. Construction is planned to begin in phases starting from the Morocco, Mauritania, Senegal sections before eventually reaching Nigeria. Spending the money won't be easy. Protecting thousands of kilometers of infrastructure will be easy either. And with so many countries involved, long-term political cooperation will be just as important as engineering. The agreement has been signed. Now comes the difficult part, which is making it happen. So whether this pipeline succeed or not, I think it's already tell us something important. Africa is beginning to think bigger. And this project is not only about moving gas from one place to another. It's about connecting economics, creating industries, giving millions of people access to more reliable energy, and showing what can happen when African countries decide to build together and unite. 10 years ago, this was just an idea. Today, it's one step closer to become reality. The real question is not whether the vision is ambitious, it is whether Africa can deliver it. What do you think? Could this become one of the most important projects in Africa history, or is simply too ambitious? Let me know in the comments section.